Hi, this is Scott Thompson in Retail Tech. In this video, we're going to cover how to start an order. There's other videos that talk about how to add items to an order and how to submit and review orders, but in this video, we're just going to cover the beginning steps of getting an order going. Doesn't matter what screen I'm on here, as long as I got these buttons at the bottom. I want to be on the screen that has where I can build an order, and I get there by tapping this orders button here in the bottom left corner. Okay. And I've got a couple of batches already pending that hasn't been submitted yet, but in this video, we're going to start with a new order. I'm going to tap on the little green circle in the bottom right corner. And we fill these options out before we start the order. The order name is optional. If I leave it blank, it'll load something like order with a date and time on it. But I can put in a name. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and put a name of test 3. Okay, and requested delivery date. If I just skip over that one, that basically means I want this on my next order, whether that next order is tomorrow or a day after tomorrow or next week. It just will go to whatever my next order is. If I want a specific date, then I would click the little calendar here on the right-hand side. I can use the arrows here on the top to go to a different month and just tap on the date that I want and then hit apply. Alert settings. I'm gonna have another video that goes into much more detail on this one. If I leave it blank, it will take advantage of the settings. I clicked on more and then settings. If I leave it blank, it's going to use however I have high quantity and order history set on my profile. Okay. Okay, if I leave it blank, it's going to use that. Those settings are specific to my login and will follow me from device to device. But this other option called alert settings allows your store to have groupings of rules for previous orders and order max quantity by department or special circumstances. There's another video that's going to go in much more detail on that. And that setup is available to any user at your store. So in this example, I am going to select one. I'm going to do the one called frozen, and this batch will look previously to orders within the last 40 hours, and it's going to ask me, am I sure if I order more than 4? Okay. I don't have to be forced to only put frozen in there. It's just these are the rules, and the name that we gave it was just frozen to help me connect with, maybe when that delivery comes to my store versus when I put the order in. And I want to look back and maybe check for items that I have ordered, but the delivery hasn't arrived yet. The next one is invoice department. Here I'm selecting what department I want every item to be loaded to at invoicing time. If I leave it blank, then it just means it's going to go to whatever invoice department it normally belongs in. This option might not appear in your gun. It's only available to those stores that have that want the users to have the power to move an item from one department to another at invoicing time. In this case, whatever I'm putting into this batch is going to be forced to be a produce item. If I leave it blank, okay, I'm going to scroll up and select remove, hit apply. Then that means don't do any special overrides. Have it go to whatever department it would normally go to. Also, if I do leave it blank, it will allow me to do that override on an item by item basis as I'm building the order. But if I do select something here, then that option will not be available as I'm ordering. It's every item in the batch has already been determined to go to a particular department. And then the next one is PO number. Some stores attach PO numbers to every order they send us. If you're one of those stores, this is where you would put it in. If you don't do that, just skip over it. Most stores do not enter a PO number. So I'm going to go ahead and take what I've got. I'm going to hit start order. I'm going to scan a couple items. Again, there's other videos that go in much more detail on scanning barcodes and entering items. Okay, I've ordered a couple items. Notice I have right here this option called default department. If I tap it, this is where I can override at an item level and say I want this item to go to a meat department and hit apply. Notice it now changes to meat. But if I want to change something about my entire batch at any point before I transmit it, at any point I can tap on these three little dots up here in the top right corner, and I can tap edit order details, and those questions will reappear, and I can make changes at any point in the order before I transmit. Okay, so I can change my delivery date. I can change my name of the batch. I can change my advanced alert settings from frozen, which was 40 hours and greater than 4, to let's go to deli, which is 96 hours and a greater than 10. Invoice department, I'm going to go ahead and this time I am going to select this to be grocery. And I'll leave PO number alone. I'm going to hit save. All right, it is alerting me that I am changing a department number here. My invoice department has been changed, and everything in this batch is now going to invoice to that department that I just picked. So it's wanting to make sure that I understand that. I'm going to hit yes. All right. Notice that that item I had earlier changed to meat is gone, and I also don't have the option anymore to make any other changes on an item basis because I have now made the decision that every item in this batch will go to the department that I just picked. All right. Now, one more thing I want to touch on, go back to order details, and that is here in the alert settings, these are options that are previously available to only SV mobile users that were using the MC92 order gun. Mobile merchant users didn't have this option. It's now available to those users now as well. But if you see something you want to change, contact your retail tech consultant, or you can call the help desk and they'll get the message to whoever can change it for you. But the settings that are loaded are some defaults, and you can either make changes per department or you can have new ones added here at the bottom, but it's something that we have to set up for you. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.